After Musa decided to stay, life became much easier for the meerkat family. Musa became their protector, and with him by their side, no one dared to cross into their territory. The distant berry patches that Piko used to sneak out to, which were once dangerous, were now freely accessible. Musa would walk alongside the meerkat family, with the smallest one perched on top of him, watching everything from the lion's back. Musa found a new home with a friendly meerkat family who welcomed him as one of their own, and Piko quickly became his best friend. They spent all their time together, from playing to exploring places Piko had never dared to go before. With Musa by his side, Piko felt braver than ever and no longer feared anyone. Despite their joyful times, Musa often felt a lingering sadness deep inside. He frequently thought of his family, his mother, father, and the entire pride. The playful moments he shared with the meerkats reminded him of time spent with his own family when he was little. However, these good memories were always overshadowed by the pain of their betrayal, leaving anger simmering within him. Piko, sensing Musa's inner turmoil, was curious about what had happened between Musa and his family. Although he wanted to understand, Piko never pressed Musa about his past, respecting that it was a difficult subject for him. Instead, Piko made it his mission to cheer up Musa, which only strengthened their friendship. Musa grew to adore his little friend even more for his kindness and support. And so the months passed quickly, bringing a sense of calm and happiness to the meerkat family and their new lion friend. But one day, everything changed. It was an ordinary day, and the meerkat family decided to head to the waterhole as usual, with Musa, their loyal protector, accompanying them. As they strolled along, Musa playfully teased Piko, enjoying the peaceful outing. However, as they neared the water, Musa suddenly stopped, causing the entire group to halt in their tracks. His body was tense, and his eyes were alert, sensing something amiss. Musa's sudden change in demeanor made the meerkats uneasy. He looked at them with a worried expression, causing the meerkats to scamper and hide behind him, trembling with fear. They anxiously scanned their surroundings, trying to figure out what had alarmed their brave protector. Suddenly, from the thick bushes, a massive lion leaped out, roaring angrily, followed closely by two more lions. The meerkat family panicked, shivering and clinging to Musa's legs in fear. Despite the frightening situation, Musa remained steadfast, positioning himself between the meerkats and the approaching lions. Though he faced 3 fully grown male lions alone, Musa knew he had to protect his family, whatever it takes. He gestured for the meerkats to quickly retreat towards the waterhole, urging them to safety with low, calming growls, while Musa braced himself, ready to confront the approaching threat head-on. Just as the meerkat family had retreated, the 3 lions aggressively pounced on Musa. He fought with all his might, but it was clear he was overpowered. Piko felt a wave of horror and helplessness as he watched Musa being attacked. The other meerkats were equally horrified, unable to assist as their protector faced 3 much larger lions alone. Just when it seemed that Musa might be defeated, a deafening roar echoed through the air. The attacking lions immediately halted and retreated, their ears flattened in fear. The meerkats watched in stunned silence as the sound of approaching footsteps grew louder. From the shadows emerged the pride leader, a massive lion even larger than the attackers. He walked slowly and gracefully towards the injured Musa. The meerkats braced themselves, fearing this would be the end for all of them. The pride leader's voice was powerful and commanding.
Who are you?
He asked, his gaze piercing through the chaos. Musa, scratched and battered but resolute, looked up defiantly and replied,
"Why does it matter? Just finish me already."
The pride leader paused, his eyes flashing with anger as he turned to glare at the lions who had attacked Musa. The lions immediately looked down, their fear evident as they cowered before their king. Then the pride leader turned back to Musa and spoke with a tone of genuine concern.
My apologies for my lion's behavior. They were just protecting their family from any danger that might come, and you happened to come in at the wrong time.
Musa didn't respond immediately. Instead, he turned his attention to ensure the meerkat family was safe and secure. The pride leader's gaze softened slightly as he continued.
What is your name, lion? Where is your pride?
One of the lions who had attacked Musa glanced scornfully at the meerkats and taunted.
He was protecting these snacks. Maybe they're his family.
He laughed mockingly, his tone dripping with disdain. Musa's anger flared at the lion's comment.
"My name is Musa, and they are my family, and I'm proud to say that."
He retorted fiercely. The three lions who had attacked Musa erupted into laughter, their mockery echoing loudly through the air.
Family! They aren't your family. They're just tasty snacks.
One of the lions sneered, continuing to laugh. Another lion, grinning cruelly, chimed in.
Your Majesty, let's finish him. He's a disgrace and doesn't deserve to be called a lion. And let's eat his little family while we're at it.
The pride leader's expression darkened with rage. With a swift, powerful swipe of his claws, he struck the offending lion, silencing him immediately.
Did I give you permission to speak? If you utter one more disrespectful word, I will expel you from this pride. I will not tolerate a member who lacks respect for others. Do you understand me?
He chastened. Lion looked down, his head lowered in submission. Musa, still brimming with anger, faced the pride leader defiantly.
"Finish me if you want, but leave my family alone,"
he declared with unwavering resolve. The pride leader's eyes narrowed, and his voice thundered with authority.
No one is going to do anything to anyone. As the king, I assure you, no harm will come to you or your friends. I am deeply sorry for what happened before, and it will not happen again. I give you my word.
His words carried a gravity that made the air around them feel charged. Musa felt a wave of relief and a strange sense of trust from the king's words. He found the king's unexpected kindness oddly comforting. Then the king asked a question Musa tried to avoid.
Can you tell me where your real family is? I know all the lions in this area, and I'm sure there aren't any others living here. What happened to them?
"They're gone,"
he said simply, not wanting to talk about it more. The king understood that Musa was hiding something and didn't press him further. Once the king was sure there was no danger, he let out a powerful roar to call the rest of his pride, his lionesses and cubs. Musa and the meerkat family watched in surprise as more lions came out of the bushes. They had been hiding there until the king gave the signal. At the end of the group, Musa couldn't take his eyes off the most beautiful lioness he had ever seen. She had the same white fur as he did, and her mesmerizing green eyes captivated him. She moved gracefully toward them and stood proudly beside the king. Musa realized that she was the king's daughter. The king spoke proudly.
I should have introduced myself sooner. My name is Atlas, and this is my daughter, Nala. And here is the rest of my family.
Nala gave a polite nod as her father introduced her.
We are known as the Nightfall Pride. We came here to drink water and rest for a few days before we return to our homeland. We don't want to scare your friends any further, so we will stay to the side of the water. Your friends can safely come back without fear of us.
Musa couldn't take his eyes off Nala. It wasn't just her eyes, but also her white fur that captivated him. He had truly believed all his life that he was the only one with such distinctive fur. For a moment, he was lost in thought, but after a few blinks, he snapped back to reality and bowed in appreciation. By Atlas's mercy. As the lions of the Nightfall Pride retreated to the water, Musa wanted to thank Atlas for his kind gesture.
Thank you, King Atlas. I appreciate your mercy, not only for myself, but for my family as well.
Atlas offered a reassuring smile.
It was a matter of honor. I recognize your bravery in protecting your friends, standing alone against the odds. Such integrity is rare in these wild lands.
King Atlas seemed about to say more, but hesitated. Musa noticed that Atlas appeared lost in thought, as if he were contemplating something he wasn't ready to share. Musa wondered if Atlas might know something about his past, perhaps his origins from the Royal Crest Pride, but Atlas didn't mention anything. Instead, he simply nodded apologetically before turning to rejoin his pride, his mind clearly troubled.